everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today my main garden helper Aiden and I are just doing a quick PSA video about not mulching up against your tree trunks. I've been seeing on Facebook lots of posts about don't make a volcano, and that's a really important conversation for everybody to be having. We have some neighbors down the street who literally commit every crime against horticulture. I should take a quick video when we pass by, because they have, not only do they have huge volcanoes, but they also murder their crepe myrtles. Neither practice is recommended. It actually causes a lot more long-term maintenance and disease and insect pressure. And in this case, we were moving some of the pine bark mulch that we have dumped out in the front lawn, and to prevent the lawn from deteriorating, decided we would move it here to the taxodium. And in the process of dumping it, it got mounded up against the trunk. So this was a perfect example to show everybody what not to do. So we've got this side here that you can see the mulch is going right up to the trunk, and you can't see the root flare. And that is a huge problem. That actually will cause a lot of cultural issues, specifically with oxygen being able to properly reach the root system. So let me turn the camera around and give you a close-up view of what not to do and what you should do if you happen to have some mulch volcanoes in your garden. All right, so when we talk about root flare, what that actually is basically where the tree is meeting the ground. And you could see here actually has a root that is going in a circle, and that is not very desirable. Now, we're not going to cut it at all, but basically you don't want to mulch. Like, you can see where the mulch was way up high, and that will actually cause more small roots to go in a circle and actually cut into the root base. In addition to water not being able to get to the root zone as easily, and the roots not being able to get enough oxygen. So what Aiden's doing now is he's just raking back what was put too close to the trunk. And then you can see where there were some weeds growing. We're gonna build a bed here over time. We're just starting right now with phase 1, dropping some mulch off. And I can actually put some mulch back, just not very thick and very lightly, just to cover the ground up at the base of the tree. Now you can see on this side, we have a lot of mulch to pull away from that trunk. So if you happen to have mulch, piled up against your tree and you can't see the root flare, this is your video to warn you against that practice. Go ahead and get a hard rake like what Aiden's doing and pull it away from the trunk so that you can actually see kind of where the root system goes into the ground. It's a really critical component. I'm gonna link some information from Extension all about this topic so that you can read more about the science behind it. And if you have a landscaper that does this to your trees, you should fire them. And also educate them that that's a worst practice. And it's a really quick way to cause really cultural issues and ultimately death to the tree. And the last thing I want to do is cause any harm to this giant taxodium. Well, as you can see, the end result is just kind of a flat, wide area where we have raked out that ground-aged pine bark, and it's not, going up like a volcano onto the tree trunk. And that's a really critical piece of information that I hope that you will share with any friends and neighbors who may have tree volcanoes emerging in their gardens. Well, be sure to subscribe and give me a like, and I look forward to sharing more updates with all of you right here from my Zone 7 Central North Carolina garden. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.